Everybody, this is Jerry with Offroad. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about something special. We're going to talk about how I have 12 volt power, how I have 110 power in my front, and we're going to have 3 separate options of how to get 12 volts in the Cybertruck. Let's go check it out. All right, before I disconnect this on my truck, I kind of want to talk a little bit about why I'm doing what I'm doing. So this is an inverter, a 1500 watt inverter that I actually have another one in there, but when I went into the ocean, I got some water damage and it burned out, and in order for me to use my winch, I used my backup one that I was using for some whips in the back. And what happened was I just kind of left it like that. And this is what was powering all my lights and everything. But I'm gonna remove everything. As you can see, I already removed my bumper. I removed my rock guard. I'm gonna rewire the whole truck, the whole thing. I'm gonna rewire the whole thing. We're gonna be putting some lights, some upgraded lights. It's gonna be a lot of work. All right, guys, so we're gonna get back right into it. So please disregard, you open your front, please disregard all these extra cables that are in my front area. I am not gonna talk about that. That's from new wiring that I'm installing. It's gonna be very clean, but it's a process. And for now, I'm only gonna talk about how to get 12 volt power. So the truck has 2 points. It has 2 points of how to get power. It has the front power, they call it a front power feed, and the cables are right here. As you can see, I have this step down inverter, this red cable and this black cable are connected to these two. The green is going to be left alone. So you just basically get a 48 volt to 12 volt step down. You connect it to these 2 cables. So the red is going to go with the red and blue, and the black is going to go with blue and brown. And then out of this, it has a fuse, so it's protected. And I actually put a screw to hold it in place, so it's been there for over a year, no problems. And then this is what my output is. So I have 12 volts coming from the front power feed. So I can basically, I got it hooked up to a Deutz connection, so I can hook up whatever I want. But let me show you from inside the trunk. From inside the truck, if you were to go to outlets, you see how you have the front power feed and then you have the roof, the power feed. So those are your 2 options, and both options, the truck originally is 48 volts, so you have to keep this in mind. Now, if you buy some lights and you want to, like, say for example, put them right here on your front, and the lights, look at the specs, if the lights are between 12 and 60 volts, you could possibly use that 48 volt direct, but that it is very sensitive because it's a digital button, but it is possible. Just keep in mind, it is only a 400 watt maximum output out of that 48 volt. So that would be number 1. 48 volt front, step down, 12 volts. Remember, 400 watt maximum. Now the same thing goes for the top, and I'm going to show you what the top goes. This is how I was powering my light bar before. Obviously I don't have the inverter, step down inverter, but here's what the cables come out like right here. And basically what I did is I did the same thing. I installed my own Deutz, the red and blue, and then the black and blue. And then from here I go to the step down inverter, and then from the step down inverter I go back into this, and then I got power, 12 volt power going back inside my truck. These are for something else, and this is for another. This is what was actually powering my light bar. I like the fact that you can use the buttons. I just didn't want to have buttons there and not be able to use as it is. The truck only has 2 buttons. That's all that these trucks come with. In my Raptor, you know, those come stock with 12 volt, you know, auxiliary switches. We only got 2 and they're 48 volts. And to top things off, you kind of have to step it down from 48 to 12 volt. So this is option 1, okay? So if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. I'll do my best to answer them, and then we'll go from there.